Look at him. Are you gonna hang with me? Pretty butterfly. You're just so cute. Oh, sweetheart. She's been hanging out on my hat. I'd love to be out in the garden. He's completely content. I've been walking around him. Doesn't move. Hello, little guy. You are so sweet. Oh. Miracle. In the garden. He's been on my hat for about a half an hour now. So cute. I guess he's just decided to hang out with me all day. Are you ready? Come on. So good. So I'm here today with a good word for us, and I guess I just want to say that I hope you're well, and yeah, I'm just so blessed feeling right now, and I thought we can all excuse me, use a little daily uplift. So that's why I'm here, and I hope that you will enjoy my little small part into the world, guys, because I want to ignite your light and be the light. So stay tuned. I just got to love the hats. Okay, so as always, guys, I have a word, and yeah, let me find my share for today. Okay, hold on, guys. A little closer, guys. And yeah, so this should be an easy word for me because I am prepared this time. I've written it down, and staying hydrated. I've been on a 3-day fast, so yeah. And yesterday, well, the first 2 days I had some juices and some fruit. The first day, that's all I had. The second day, I had watermelon, which was yummy and delicious. And today I've had nothing so far, just the water. And yeah, I've got plenty of stuff though, and I will be looking forward to breaking my fast later. But anyway, I have this word that was So a confirmation. It was a huge, huge, huge confirmation for me. And also, it's a very, very powerful message and word to get out. And something else on my heart really quick that had been coming to me, I'm just going to speak this real quick because I think it's so important, guys. So the Spirit, this has been dropped down in my message, been dropped down into my being within the past couple days, basically. Well, I've probably had this message floating around a few times before, but it just didn't really hit the same way as it did. I remember, I think it was yesterday, maybe even the day before. But it's a powerful message that I received. And I just wanted to share it because it was personal to me, but I know that there could be others out there that could need to hear something like this message. So I know many of the times, being human here, being a spiritual being, having a human experience, I know that we tend to fall back into a belief system sometimes that can overshadow our true essence. And by that I mean we can actually start to feel small within our earthly bodies because our earthly bodies are small. Being of an earthly being, we are kind of powerless. But when we branch and bloom up, when we rise up to meet the almighty Christ-like energy that resides in us, that fades away. And the whole goal is to be able to, we can't compare to Christ, so we're going to have our ups and downs like that. But our whole goal is to remain on that vibration as much as we can. But in the times that we falter, this message was dropped into my spirit. And this one was for me. So it could also be for you in a way, or it might open up your mind to contemplate the message behind the meaning that was for me. Many times I feel like a little small, insignificant child almost, because it's like I go back to a place in my being that brings back a lot of, I don't want to say insecurities, but a false narrative of myself. And when that happens to you, God told me, Jesus told me that please do not beat yourself up or feel bad or feel sad for that, because that is not who you are. You are so much more than anything you have been taught or have self-learned or perceived or anything like that. And guess what? It's okay to be that. Like, I think, I'm just, I wish I had that shy nature, I wish I was bolder, I wish I was like, everything that makes me, I wish I was like busted out of that with so much self-assurance and all this and that, all the time. But God told me to tell you that it's okay to be soft. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be what others may conceive as silly and just, whatever, it's okay to be what you might think is silly and imperfect, because God don't make mistakes. And everybody has a certain way of being. And I have never been a bold person. So with Christ energy, with Christ into my life, it has given me a new way of being, because when he fills my spirit up, I break loose. I cut loose, and I'm still that little girl. I'm still that person, but I'm unapologetically that person, and I'm reveling in the glory, and it's beautiful. And if you can learn to accept yourself at your little low points like that, when maybe you're feeling that way, and call on God, talk to him, because he's like our bestest friend, basically. He's my friend, and when I call upon him or explain, pray on to him, have quiet time even with him, I can actually feel the energy, the presence and the love, and then it's like the miracles will start happening, even in the midst of the trials and tribulations. He's right there to shine that light down and give you a little miracle, letting you know it's okay. And that has happened. That's happened several times when I was feeling in this way, and it was all a message about self-love. Like, don't dislike what I created. This could get emotional. I feel it in my heart. Don't dislike what I created, because I created it to be of beauty and a blessing. And it doesn't matter how you feel or how others feel about it. You just keep doing you. And yeah. So that I don't know if I could even got that across in the right way, but that was just a little download I'd been getting. And I had some what do they call it? I had some parables, sort of like I had some direct downloads using direct examples, like I can't even recall right now exactly what it was, but it was something that was like a reminder, and it had nothing to do with, it seemingly had nothing to do with the whole concept of what I spoke on just now. But then it was actually kind of like transmuted into that, as like to say, see, I'm using that as an example. This is Jesus. I'm using that as an example in your life to show you that you can take from that and use that as a great lesson within your own self. So, okay. Anyway, on with the important stuff. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to read from, okay, I have both of them here. I'm always busy in the Bible. But yeah, and hi. Okay, so yeah, and So I made it easy on myself. I wrote down the scriptures in here because honestly, guys, it is very hard sometimes to see the writing, even with the glasses. I mean, I can do it, but I wanted also to write that down. I find great power in writing down scriptures. I just think it's a great way to learn them, and it's a great way to have them kind of soak in to you, and then plus you can go back. But this was in May, and this is Romans 10 and 11. And of course I went on. So Romans 10 and 11, and I went even and wrote the page number so it would be easy on me. Page 213 in the New Testament, in my little testament. And there's a special story behind this. Sometime I'm going to tell you about this Bible, but anyway. Okay, so as I always do, guys, okay, first of all, let me just clarify. I don't go to the Bible only during hard times. I go to the Bible during any time, even the good times. I go to the Bible no matter what, okay? And this, though, was a time that, I won't say it was like a bad time, but it was a time that I needed a direct message, a direct word from God. Because when I get those, see, that brings me closer. That brings my spirituality into the overpowering persona of who I am. That brings me into like another realm of being. So spiritually speaking, that's what helps me connect, you know. That's my connection to the greater source, the greater power, you know, the I am that lives within us. So as I said, I came across this, it was Romans 10 through 11. And okay, so apparently I've started at 11, but I'm going to read it to us. So it says, again I ask, did they stumble so as to fall beyond recovery? Okay, first of all, when I read that verse, it was like, could that just not be more the perfect timing? Just the perfect timing and everything lately. Again, I ask, did they stumble so as to fall beyond recovery? Take a moment to think about that. Okay, not at all. Rather, because of their transgressions to make Israel envious. And then it goes to verse 12. But if their transgressions means riches for the world and their loss means riches for the Gentiles, how much greater riches will their fullness bring? So I'm just going to stop right there for a moment, because I'm going to break it down to us as how it affected me. And I know everybody that reads the Bible and verses, everybody could get something different out of a thing. That's the beauty of it. But this spoke to me, and I'm thinking that this could actually speak to someone else out there. So again, I asked, did they stumble so as to fall beyond recovery? Not at all. Rather, because of their transgressions to make Israel envious. But if their transgressions means riches for the world and their loss means riches for the Gentiles, how much greater riches will their fullness bring? So that right there is like, okay, if you can see your
transgression, if you can see your stumbles, you know, your down times and everything, and see how you've been uprooted from that, and if you do so in a way, if you acknowledge that in a way that brings about the goodness of your spirit and the lightness and joy that you can find within your spirit from the Most High, then all that has been done has worked out for the better good. As it says right here, how much greater riches will their fullness bring? So everything that was meant to bring you down is somehow turned around, and we do know it's not just somehow, it's, you know, divinely turned around for your favor, but not just for your favor, for all those favor, everybody's favor that is like connected to you in that way. See, people don't understand that if you, okay, this is a little side note, but there's people that understand in this world when they go against the certain ones of us, you know, people, that they understand exactly what they're doing, okay? Those are the ones that need the prayer, and that we have to learn to be, we have to pray for strength, because we have to pray for strength to look past that. And when we rise up to that energy, it's so easy, you know, it's so easy to rise up above that when we take our feelings and our ego out of it. And that's only done by tapping into a higher frequency, and that's the God energy. That's the Christ energy. But there are those that do know that. But then there are those that are just kind of unaware, and they're like feeling like in limbo. And they might even have a strong faith, because having strong faith does not mean you're just like up in the clouds all the time with everything working out. I mean, you're going to be throwing so many arrows. You're going to be going through so many tribulations, you know, and everything. So what it's a reminder of is that when you acknowledge the divine presence in your life, even through those fiery darts and those whatever it is that, you know, personally you go through. I mean, we all go through different ones. But when you acknowledge that in the light of Christ, with humbleness and an amount of compassion and forgiveness, you are going to be uplifted. And not only are you going to be uplifted, those around you are going to be uplifted as well. And that's what I think, well, that's what came to me when it said, transgressions mean riches for the world, and their loss means riches for the Gentiles. How much greater riches will their fullness bring? So when you're able to operate in that way, the riches are there not just for you, but for everybody around you, okay? Even those that have, you know, that have gone against what you stand for, basically, for whatever reason, you know. I mean, people just don't like us, you know. There's certain people that just don't, you know, they just don't like you, you know, for different reasons. But when you acknowledge in a higher power that is not something that is going to enter and penetrate and affect you in that way, because you are living in a different realm, and your vibe is you're constantly sending out that light, you know. And even though if it may irritate them, those are the ones that are going to have to deal with their own issues. But those that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, even if it's not of the perfect, in perfect order according to, you know, the world as what a believer, a spiritual being in the realm of love and peace, it's going to ripple. It's going to have a ripple effect, and it may not be with you. They may treat you just terrible, but they may go on in life and learn have a deep, what do you call it? A deep revelation on their own, and in a way, you were the catalyst for that, because something later on may happen to them. They may experience what they portrayed to you, and then they may somehow learn a very important, meaningful lesson that is going to be of a benefit in their life. So, okay, I hope we didn't get too off track there, but that was like I said, that was so important, and it was so right on timing. Like I said, it's always perfect timing. So, but if their transgressions means riches for the world, and their loss means riches for the Gentiles, how much greater riches will their fullness bring? And then I went on, and it says, I am talking to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostle to the Gentiles. I make much of my ministry in the hope that I may somehow arouse my own people to envy and save some of them. Okay, we got to stop. We got to stop right there a minute. So that there just kind of clarifies what I just said. I am talking to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostles to the Gentiles. I make much of my ministry in the hope that I may somehow arouse my own people to envy and save some of them. For if their rejection is the reconciliation of the world, what will their acceptance be what will their acceptance be but life from the dead? Okay, and then it says go to the verse 16. So let's find verse 16. So as you can see, that's very, very powerful. See if I can find it right here. 14. Okay, hold on. If the part of the dough offered as first fruits is holy, then the whole batch is holy. If the root is holy, so are the branches. Okay, so need I say more? That just says it all. For if their rejection of the reconciliations of the world, what will their acceptance be but life from the dead? So basically, to me, that means eternal life, salvation. If the part of the dough offered as first fruits is holy, then the whole batch is holy. So God don't switch up on us. If the first fruits is holy, then the whole batch is holy. If the root is holy, so are the branches. If some of the branches have been broken off, and you threw a wild olive shoot, but have grafted in. Okay, wait a minute. I skip the page. have been grafted, wild olive shoot have been grafted in only because of possible punishment, but also because of conscience. This is also why you pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants who give their full time to governing. Give everyone what you owe him. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. So basically, that is super, super powerful, and it had a great meaning. And I'm trying to break it down as I read it, so that maybe you can pick up a little inspiration, and maybe you can have an appreciation of it in your life as well. So whatever you do, as long as you're doing it in love and light and with good intentions, even if it's not perfect, you're going to reap the benefits, and those around you are going to be blessed. See, God blesses those who bless you. If you're putting good out there, if you're a good person with a pure heart, and you are, not to say that you're better than anybody, because most of the time when we have come to this point in life where we are in total connection spiritually with the Most High, we have already been through I don't want to say, we've already been through the fire. We've already been through so much that by the time we come to this, we have that understanding. So, yeah, if you come with a clean, and all you have to do is just go and quietly repent. It doesn't have to be a big all-out thing. It's just a quiet little communion between you and the Lord, and you just say a simple little prayer like, Lord, please help me to see the error of my way and help to improve me in my spirit, body, and mind with your Christ energy and love, and surround me with that so that I may function in a place of higher frequency, because it's only through that we truly function in high frequency. And you have to function in that. And the miracle is when the world is turned against you and everything seems to be falling apart, and if you can still function in that high frequency due to the unwavering love of the Almighty King Jesus, you have nothing to fear, nothing to feel sad or guilty about. That's all the works of the enemy. God is not a God of confusion. If it's confusion, you can be rest assured that there's forces working, trying to come in and penetrate your pure spirit. So you must always abide in the word of the holy goodness that you can embody within yourself. Not to say you're better than anybody else. Most of us are the underdog, That's why we go through what we go through with the war within ourselves, because we are fighting a persona that was put on us from the beginning of, even before the beginning of time. So that naturally is going to raise you up, because God chooses the unchosen. God chooses the undeserving, the unwanted. God will choose anybody. He don't care. God will take the lowestly person. He will take even a person that has done lots of sins and stuff, just to use that person to be an example that there is power and goodness coming through that person with with the energy of our loving Father. So I hope that you can take something away from that. I just did not want that to be a super long one, but it was so powerful and so important, guys. And I just hope that you will always, always look for the bright, look for the goodness in the world, and be diligent to protect your energy. And it's not easy. It's not, it's not always possible. If you pray to God and ask Him to guide your steps, and if you have to follow the direction. You can't pray and then do something completely opposite. You have to kind of pray for God's hand upon your life, because He will then divinely orchestrate what it is that you need to become a stronger, assured person that can tackle and withstand all the tribulations. So anyway, I hope that this helped. I don't ever mean to come on as a know-it-all. I'm just sharing what I have learned, and I've been on this journey. It's not been easy, guys, but it's been so beautiful, because I've been so blessed, and in the middle of the most crazy, impossible, hard times, I have been showered with so many blessings and miracles. God is a God that He uses those times to show up and show out, and it's just quite miraculous. So anyway, I hope you're doing well. I hope that summer is treating you right, and that you're taking every opportunity to bask in it, and do not ever feel that you're not qualified or you're not worthy. I don't care who you are and what you've been through and how they've treated you and what you've been told. You break through that through our Father. You break through that just by spending that time alone and being quiet. As the one verse said, God will fight your battles. Be still. After you've done all that you can do, just stand. After you have done all you can do, just stand and watch God work. He will work the miracle. So anyway, I'm sending out love, guys. I'm sending out energy to you. My energy that I'm sending out is pure love and light energy. It's energy that I'm sending to you so that you can use this energy in a way that you see fitting to fit your life. A child of God who sends out positive energy and light, it will either be reflected or it will be rejected. So if it is reflected and you feel that, it's going to ignite, it's going to light up within you, so that you will be able to use it in a way that is most helpful to you. So it's a gift, basically. It's a gift you're giving. It's the gift of higher frequency. It's the gift of joy. It's the gift of peace. It's the gift of love. And in a world that doesn't, that's unpopular, it's not popular in this world to do that, it's not popular. Peace, joy, love, and sending out good energy is not a popular thing. The trend right now is to send out the negative, and all that goes with it. But when you send out that good, you will be repaid. The important thing is you're going to be repaid by the Most High, and that's all that really matters. That's all that matters, because that's not only going to benefit others, it's going to definitely show in your life, and it's going to benefit you. And I'm happy personally. I'm happy to be God's little messenger of love and light. I'm basically just a free spirit is what I am. Okay? I am not your typical, I am not a religious person. Okay? I have a spiritual relationship, and I'm all about love and peace. And that might irritate a lot of people, but it doesn't really matter, because God loves it. And God's going to always have my back, and those that are connected to me. Even the ones that don't believe. Because God is working. God is ever omnipresent, and He's going to make sure that everything works out in your favor. So, okay. So I don't want it to be long, but I just felt important messages to share with you, and I hope that you're doing well, and happy to say that we're into summer, and I couldn't be more happy about it. I'm loving summer so far. Everything is just so beautiful. Everything is just growing, and this is our season to flourish. This is our season of abundance. And you don't have to feel bad, because abundance can come in the smallest ways. See, God works in the mysterious little ways. And if you're tapped and tuned into that, that will just set your soul afire. That will set your soul alight. And the love and the happiness and the joy comes in. And then that overrides everything. So peace be with you. And may God be with you always, looking out and protecting you, protecting our loved ones, protecting the state of the world, but most importantly, protecting your mental and your humanly self, so that you can continue to do what it is you do, that you have been brought here to do, to uplift the world. So, peace out, and I shall see you soon. Take care, guys. Much love. Hello, I'm back, and yeah, I just thought I would show you this cute little outfit that I wore today. And yeah, it's just so good that we're into the pretty season. And yeah, so I am wearing this amazing top that I got, and it's a little different, but I really think it looks cute, so I just wanted to show it. So yeah. summer. Hey guys, happy summer. I am back today, and I thought this would be cute to share because I love to upcycle, and this was I don't know, it was like a super extra large shirt that I had got out of it may have been a free box, it may have been a quarter box, whatever, but I wore it for a long time, and then I decided to alter it. So I've made a really cute little summer dress, and I'm going to stand back and show you. And with the excess, I even made a headband. So yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, I just took it in. I didn't even have to hem it. I love it because these kind of t-shirt dresses, like when you can get lucky enough to find a really big one, they're going to be plenty long, and you can make them longer. You can belt it up. You know, there's so many ways to wear it. So I'm loving it, and I just thought I would share it. Don't ever discount something because it's too big, because you can always alter it, and it's a great for the environment to. It's a great alternative to fast fashion, to recycle and reuse. I do it all the time, and you just feel so much better. You just get so much satisfaction out of doing it, and it's fun. So stay enlightened, guys. Stay happy and stay in joy. See you soon. May the joys of the season be upon you, and may you reap all the harvest and the blessings that are meant for you. And yeah, just a little word of upliftment to you, and I hope that it finds you well. Just know that you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and that life is such a blessing. So live in it and create it, and never forget the Most High, who keeps us so loved and protected, and the blessings that He bestows upon us are blessings that all can receive, especially those that are open, with an open heart. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Much love. Yeah, this cute little dress. So fun. Recycle. Upcycle. Pocket. Peace out.